Thank you for joining St. Francis House webinar on community resources. My name is Jackie, and I'm here to give you some steps you can use to find resources in the community. We're going to be looking at 5 important topics today. First, we're going to show you the steps you need to do in order to find resources. Then we're going to show you resources that we have in employment, education, recreation, and COVID-19. The first step that you will need to do is identify your needs. You'll need to check urgent needs that require attention, and then circle the areas that you're already working on but could use additional support. Second, you'll have to do research. You'll have to find local agencies or programs that can help. And by doing this, you can do 3 things. You can search online based on your specific location, or you can ask friends, family, and peers and see where they're going and what they're using or who's helping them. And lastly, speak with existing advocates and care providers because they can point you in the right direction. The information to collect in this process would be location. It's very important to know the address and hours of operation to make sure you know how to get there and when to get there. Contact information. You need to know the best way to communicate with them, either by phone number, checking out their website, or email. Most importantly is contact person. An organization or a program can have many individuals working, but you may need to talk to one person specifically for that program. So you need to find out who it is that you need to talk to. Eligibility and enrollment requirements are very important. You either qualify or not qualify for this program or this resource, and if you do not, then you have to start your research again and see where else you can go. They also have application process. This means that you have to make sure you have all your documents in order to give them the right information. Then necessary time and commitment. If you are doing this research and going to these organizations, you need to make sure you are available to talk to them and make sure that you are able to go to the meetings. Step 3 is reach out and connect. First, you would call, email, walk in, do all 3, do 1 depending on their response. After you do the call, email, or walk in, some steps that you have to do is complete application or schedule an appointment. That way you can talk one-on-one and tell them about your specific needs. And then lastly, you can get all the information that is needed for the next step. That way you know what to bring them, what you need to obtain, and how you can start moving forward. Lastly, step 4, build routine with your community supporters. You want to make sure that you are available and communication is done in a proper way. That way everyone has all the right information. Now we're going to give you employment resources. We're going to talk about Career Center services. At these Career Center services, you'll get assistance in job search. This means that you'll have one person helping you one-on-one and guiding you in your career path. They also have career planning information. Someone may come in and not know exactly what type of job they want, or they just want any job, and you can sit with one person and narrow down your work skills or work plan. They also offer workshops on job search techniques, which are interviewing, networking, and resume writing. These workshops are done in a classroom setting. It'll be you sitting in a group and someone will be presenting all the information, and you can use these tools to use at a later time and at your pace. They will also give resources to help find the right training opportunities. You may be interested in getting a CDL license or be a registered nurse, and you don't have these skills or this background, and they will be able to give you specific training programs that you can use in order to obtain these skills. And lastly, they will give you data on current statewide and local job markets and tools to help you conduct an effective job search that you can use at a later time in your life. There are a few career centers here in Massachusetts. We have JVS Career Solutions at Federal Street. We also have Boston Career Link at Harrison Ave. We also have Quincy Career Center, Parking Way, and then in the North Shore in Lynn, the North Shore Community College. Now we're going to show you the most commonly used job search websites. These are the websites that are most commonly used, and we've written down a small description of each job site, and you can use them depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for healthcare, business management, you can use beyond.com. If you're looking for nonprofit job leads, you can use Idealist. The most popular ones that are used are Indeed and Monster.com. And if you want, you can just poke around in each of these, see which one you like, which format you like, and you can go from there. Now we're going to talk about the education and trainings. These are some vocational training programs that are offered here in Massachusetts. So the first two, NECAT and the Teaching Kitchen, are culinary training specifically. Then we have Work Inc., which is janitorial and administrative training. We have Building Pathways, which is for pre-apprenticeship programs. And lastly, the Boston Center for Adult Education offers various courses. Now we have some for the HiSET and GED, and these are some of the programs that offer them, and you can get more information upon their wait list, start time, evening or day classes. It will be the Excel Education, American Student Assistant, Boston Public Schools, Boston Public Library, or the Strive Boston. Now we have here higher education, which will be training programs that can offer some free training programs depending on the requirements. We have Mass Rehab, American Student Assistance, and lastly ABCD at the Urban College of Boston. Now we will be showing you some websites that you can go to for recreation and enrichment. These are the websites that you can go to in order to find upcoming events. And the first one we have is City of Boston, Boston Public Library, Meeting Up Groups Near Boston, and Eventbrite. These are various sites that you can go to and just see what's happening on the weekend. There's some free events that you can do. And then you can also go to these links and find meetings in your area for AA meetings, NA meetings, and other support groups within your area. Now I'll show you what we have for COVID-19. This is from Massachusetts Organization for Addiction Recovery, MORE, and this is a substance use disorder and mental health resource that we have available that we can send to your email if you would like us to. So here are some online support groups and recovery meetings that are done online. We also have some self-care websites. We have some hotlines and helplines that can be used. And then lastly, as we all know, in order to reduce your risk, you need to clean your hands often, cough or sneeze into your bent elbow, avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, avoid close contact with anyone who's sick, and clean and disinfect frequently touch objects and surfaces. Here in the bottom here, you'll have more information that you can go to, and if you're interested in this PDF, we can definitely send it to you by email. If you want to request it, you can send an email to info@stfrancishouse.org. That's info@stfrancishouse.org or RG. info@stfrancishouse.org. Thank you for attending this webinar, and please email us if you would like this information sent to you. Have a good day. Thanks.